Morning. Good morning. I hope you are well. Today, what is the date today? I think today is 6th of January 2025. 2026. So today is 6th January 2026. It's a Monday, Tomorrow I'm going back to my hometown, which is in Tata. I'm in East London. And today me and my brother are going to visit a museum, a zoo, an aquarium, and go for hiking. We're going to do one of those things or multiple of those things today. So I'm looking forward to today. For now, I'm reading this book. It's one of the prescribed books that they said we must read before we go to class, and then I'm going to class in 2 weeks' time. That is very interesting, guys. I'm going to be a student again this year, a broke student. We're ready to leave and then go to these places. I'm so excited because it will be my first time going to a zoo. We made it to the zoo. I already feel scared already because it might happen. Just over that fence, we have tigers, lions, or any other animal, We got in the zoo. I have to say I'm quite disappointed because we don't have a guide and we're given this map, can't even follow it through. So basically we're going to guide ourselves and see this place around. Yeah. Here is another lizard. This one is called sun geyser. They are much smaller than the one that we saw previously. They are 3 of them. This is a Nile crocodile. First time seeing a crocodile. Take a look at this. Sitting over there. But it's not moving whatsoever. Yeah. Can you see how big that is? Take a look at that guy. A chimpanzee. How relaxed he is. Man, take a look at this one. That is a jackal, my friend, and from this up and down, he's not up to good. If it were for him, will be history by now. So guys, this is East London Zoo. If you want to visit, East London Zoo in Buffalo City. We are in East London Museum to learn about this fish. I don't know what the name of this fish is, but we're going to learn more about it when we're inside. But basically, it was believed to be extinct, and then it was found in one of the rivers here in. Okay, here is the history of the fish is Coelacanth. You pronounce it right, Carl?
Yes.
So this place is divided into two sections, First section is, which is in ground floor, consists of nature history, There are parrots and also all these kinds of fish and sea creatures. And then upstairs they say it is human history. Now I'm quite interested to learn about human history. I don't know what we're going to learn about there. Maybe about people who are living in Eastern Cape, but we'll have to see when we go over there. I think this may be the real one, the actual Coelacanth fish, but I think it is dried up for these purposes. Take a look at it here. So now this is a different section, we had fishes over there. Now we have actual animals. We have the king of the jungle here. Obvious, they might be real or not real, but they are not alive. Because I think it's quite wasn't.
Yes.
I think they are tried.
We tried that one as well, yeah.
Now we are going to the human history. Wow. Mkondo.
Spear.
You want to learn about isiXhosa, then you should come here, You should come to this place. We left the museum. Now there's a shop that we're looking for, me and my brother. Alright, we came back, me and my brother. Now it's my chance to continue with this book. My brother went for a run, In case you didn't know, he is a runner. So he went for a run, So today we went to a museum and a zoo. It was my first time going to a zoo. It was my second time going to a museum. Last year in December, one of the final weeks, first week in December, I went to a museum in Germiston, which is in Gauteng, That's South African Airways Museum. Today I went to, I don't know what museum that one is called,
But basically, you learn about natural sciences, and then you also learn about human history. Not necessarily human history, but people history here in South Africa. The European settlers when they arrived, and also about the Xhosa culture, because this is the Eastern Cape. This is East London in Eastern Cape, and in Eastern Cape we speak isiXhosa, singamaXhosa, and also the European settlers who arrived here. So that was the history about that. But the biggest focus and the main focus of that museum was that fish, which was believed to have been extinct for 70 million years. I don't know why scientists they come with these many years. I mean, like 70 million years is a lot of time. That is a big figure. But either way, that fish was believed to be extinct. But in 1938, a fisher, but someone discovered that fish, and then they took that fish to the professors. Okay, I don't really know the story, but basically they took that fish, to people who realized that, okay, this is the Coelacanth. I don't know what is the name of the fish, I don't know how to pronounce it. But they took that fish, and instantly the people that the person took it to, they realized that this is the extinct fish, or this is the fish that was believed to be extinct. So yeah, you should definitely visit that one. And then, what are my thoughts on the zoo? It was my first time going to a zoo. I was not impressed. That place was dirty, if I can put it like that. Or is the zoo supposed to be like that? But I felt like it needed more maintenance, No, it's not supposed to be like that, I think it needed more maintenance. Yes, there were people who were cutting the grass, but I think it needs more than that, There were leaves down, which needed to be cleaned. So I think it could do some maintenance, that zoo. But I don't want to lie, I was very excited to see a lot of different animals. A lot of different cats, a lot of different monkeys, and a lot of different cats. And then we went to the big cats. We saw female lions, or are they called lioness? Yeah, we saw female lions there. We saw a tiger. A lion and a tiger, they were much reserved. They were just sitting there. They didn't mind us. And then we saw a jaguar. That thing, you don't have to come out and eat us. You don't have to come out. And also it had two fences, There was a normal fence which is outside, and then inside there was that big fence. You would see that maybe before it tried to escape, and attack. And you can see it wanted to come to us, as you might have seen. But that was very interesting, and it was my first time seeing those cats live. They were beautiful, but obviously they are dangerous. And then that was it. And then we went to the museum. The museum, 100% recommend that you go and visit it. There's a lot that you're going to learn. But unlike my first experience in that museum, you will not have a tour guide, So you're just going to pay 30 rands. It's 30 rands each person. I'm not sure about children, but adults it's 30 rands. So you're just going to pay that 30 rands, and then you are free to roam around the museum and then learn as much as possible. Yeah, that is it. Let me continue with my book. Tomorrow I'm going back to my hometown in Mthatha. Then maybe on Sunday or Monday, I'm going back to Cape Town. Next week I have to register at Stellenbosch University and then officially become a student. And then I have to finish this book before the academic year begins, which is at the last week of this month. I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.